Greetings, young men. This is Principal Kafele. I'm sitting here last day here in Austin, Texas. I'm on my way to Chicago in about 3 hours. 4 degrees up there. Nice down here. It's about 60, but I'm going up to 4 degrees to speak to a couple thousand young people, about 1,000 adults. You know I'm pumped. I'm on fire. I'm ready to go. But before I make that move, I got a message for you. And that message, very simply, is somebody paved the way for you. Once again, somebody paved the way for you. What am I talking about? Let me look at me first, young man. Let me go back a couple generations. My grandmother was from the South. She migrated up to the North in my home state of New Jersey. She was poor, didn't have a lot of money, didn't have, therefore, a lot of credentials and qualifications to do a lot of things. So she wound up having to work for wealthy families, cleaning their homes, cooking their meals, washing their clothes. That's what they did. That's what so many people had to do. And that's what she did. Just working for wealthy families, day in and day out, sacrificing, paving the way for her own children one day, cleaning homes, washing clothes, and cooking meals. That's not easy work when you're doing that every day, and it's not your family. But she was paving the way for her children. Her children were my mother and my mother's sister. And by her doing this work day in and day out, she was able to pay my mother and her sister's college tuition, got them through college. They went on and graduated. And then they went on with their work, my mother a teacher. But my mother then had to pave the way for me, because here I come. And she's got to make sure that I'm being taken care of, that she's on her grind so that opportunities can happen for me. So she's on her grind. She's making her sacrifices. She's demonstrating the same commitment to me that her mother was demonstrating to her, my grandmother. So then I'm going through my own trials and tribulations. I'm trying to get through school and ultimately up to college and all that kind of thing, as we encourage you to do all the time. So ultimately I go to college and graduate and become an educator and a speaker and doing what I'm doing right now. But let me tell you something, young man. I couldn't be doing this work. I couldn't be sitting in this hotel talking to you if it wasn't for my grandmother paving the way for me, if it wasn't for my mother paving the way for me. People paved the way for me in order for me to do what I do today. Then my grandmother, she went on now, she's 60 years old at the time. She went on back to school, 60, and got her nursing certificate and became a full-time nurse starting at the age of 60 years old. She made all that sacrifice so that her children and then me can go on to school, and then she went on back and took care of herself. Imagine that. So what's this got to do with you? Everything. I'm saying to you, young man, somebody paved the way for you. Could be folks just in the community, in the neighborhood, folks who struggle, folks who were activists, folks who were sick and tired of being sick and tired, as the great Fannie Lou Hamer used to say, but went on and brought about change, and now you have certain opportunities that you may not have had if it wasn't for people who paved the way for you, who made sacrifices for you, who were committed to you, even though they didn't know you. Or it could be people that you know. It could be your own parents. It could be your own grandparents. It could be your aunts and uncles. It could be your cousins. It could be close friends of the family. Someone that you know who made sacrifices, made certain sacrifices in order for you to have opportunity. So paving the way for you. Here's my point. From generation to generation to generation to generation, people have made sacrifices to pave the way for future generations. It's like a succession, or like a staircase, or just like a chain that's connected. People making sacrifices that they may not ever even receive, may not ever get to experience, but making sacrifices for a future generation. Well, there are people out here who made sacrifices for you. And I'm saying to you, never lose sight with all the successes that I know you're going to attain, with all the success I know you're going to achieve, don't ever lose sight of the fact that somebody paved the way for you to experience your success. So as you move forward and as you gain height, as you gain success, always keep that in mind. But also keep in mind that it will be your responsibility to pave the way for future generations, for the next generation. You can't just keep all the success for yourself. You got to make sure that you're giving back. That's what Message to Your Son is all about. Me giving back. I don't have to sit around and make hundreds of videos to young men about being successful and not being paid a dime to do it. But it's just something that I do because I know that folks paved the way for me. So now I want to be in position to pave the way for somebody else. And one of the vehicles that I use to pave the way for future generations and even current generations is Message to Your Son. So as I close, young men, make sure that you always remember once again that someone paved the way for you, so you make sure that you pave the way for someone else one day. Enough said. Let's go. Let's get it done. Let's make it happen. This is Principal Kafele on my way to 4 Degrees, Chicago, Illinois. Thanks for listening. Peace.